how y'all doing this rainy Monday afternoon here in Central Florida? Of course it's gonna rain on me. I thought maybe I'd sleep this morning. Do you think that happened? Nope. We got in last night. We probably got back to the house about 10:30, 11 o'clock. We didn't have too much trouble coming back. I did have to sit with stinky people on the way there. On the first leg back. And I had Log Home Dad sitting next to me on the next way back, so at least that was good. And then our daughter was right across the aisle from us, and she had a guy next to her, but he was in the aisle seat and she was by the window seat, and no one sat between them, so that was good. So it was quite the bumpy ride, but we made it home safe. Our luggage made it home. Let me tell y'all, so y'all are gonna laugh. Let me close out this battery. Let me see y'all talking to me too. Hey, Christy Lynn. Hey, Carol Lynn. Hey, Kim. So, when we went, we brought an extra suitcase because we knew, since he gives you so much stuff, that we would have stuff to put in it. And, and then, of course, I had a carry-on. Log Home Dad checked his carry-on. So, 2 carry-ons and 3 suitcases. One of them was an old carry-on of mine, so technically it wasn't a full suitcase. But since he had a store there where they were selling stuff, and I don't know if I posted in here. They had mystery boxes you could get for $25, and they had at least $100 worth of product in it, and I added mine up, and it's like over $140 in each one. I got 2. So I would have got 50. They were that good. But and so I ended up getting one of the Scentsy suitcases too, because they are amazing, and I'm like, well, what better time than to get it home, right? They're big, huge duffel bag. They're awesome. And so then we got a warmer for presenting. I presented at this reunion tour. It's called Reunion. It's our convention. So I got a warmer, and the warmer box is huge. It's got to be that square all the way around. So that square, it's huge. It's our commemorative warmer to commemorate the reunion, the convention. So I got that one, and then since he gave us so much stuff, and you're looking at 2 times the stuff because it's Log Home Dad and I both. So on the way back, we had our Scentsy duffel, 2 full-size suitcases, and then our 2, like my extra carry-on, and then Log Home Dad's carry-on that were full. And then I had my carry-on on the plane, and then my purse full. And then our friend drove to Texas. Or they like to drive. They drove from Orlando to Texas, and they brought 4 boxes of stuff back for us. And we had team gifts. We had a bunch of other stuff that we brought back. So it was pretty crazy. But, man, that was the most I've ever brought back from a trip before. That was insane. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And now I'm kind of having to do a little housekeeping because my little Abby with an eye doesn't do things the way her mama does. So Mama's in here I've been out here for probably an hour now doing stuff. So just cleaning up. Had to fight Mr. Mosley. Came after me. A little boogery did fine until I started. He waits for me to turn my head, and then he comes after me. So him and I got into it. I've had to clean, their water, and come in here and clean their coop and all that good stuff. So I am now doing the sand. I'm scooping the sand, scooping the poop. Hey guys. Hey Kristen. Hey Trisha. Thunderstorms in Richmond. Oh my goodness. Yep, we got them here too. So, Austin. Let me talk about Austin for a little bit. I'm down here scooping poop. Y'all, so they have decriminalized homelessness. Not only have they decriminalized it, not necessarily, if you're homeless, that shouldn't be like a crime. But if you're committing vagrancy or, leaving crap everywhere, let me tell you, so they have decriminalized it, so nobody messes with them. Y'all, they've got recliners on the sidewalks, they've got ottomans, they've got chairs, they've got beds left out all the time. They've got, you walk down the sidewalks and you can't even walk next to the buildings. The urine smell will knock you over. I'm pretty sure we saw feces. I mean, it is disgusting. And they are relentless about panhandling. They will follow you. They will cuss at you. I had one of my friends, she was out and the guy didn't even come up and ask for money or spare change. He walks up to her and says, it looks like you can miss a few meals. I need some money. And she said, you know what? I ate 5 times today. I mean, she was like so upset. But, I mean, it's absolutely relentless. Now, they're not allowed within so many feet of the Capitol building, so that is beautiful and just gorgeous. It's absolutely pristine, and but the rest of downtown Austin is unbelievable. And I didn't even go to the area at the bridge. I guess they've got full camps set up. It's just absolutely insane. So we didn't go down there. Waco was gorgeous. We went to Waco. That was beautiful. And, you know, people are, they've got scooters, which sounds like a great idea until you really start thinking about it. So they got these scooters everywhere, and you get on your app and you zip around town and you just leave them laying wherever. Well, the homeless have destroyed so many of them. I mean, they have just absolutely destroyed them. But people can just leave them anywhere. There's no designated parking for them or anything like that. So they're just left everywhere. So between the city being littered with scooters absolutely everywhere, and I mean everywhere. You can't go 2 feet without a scooter, and usually several. Between the scooters and between all the homelessness, you can't even hardly walk on a sidewalk. It's absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it. And I mean, we felt so dirty. My daughter and I got some Fit Kick shoes and wore them, and they're basically kind of like going barefoot. They have a nice thick bottom, so I go hiking in them, I go in the water in them. They're really awesome, but their sides are real loose material, so they're really cool to wear. If you look them up, fitkicks.com. And so we got a couple of pair of those, and that is what we wore. So when we left, we put them in a bag to bring home to disinfect, because we didn't want to wear regular shoes down there. It was that bad, you guys. It was just so disgusting. I mean, you didn't know what you were stepping in when you were on the sidewalks. It was so gross. So Waco was gorgeous. You know, we went and I got to meet, did y'all see the picture? I got to meet Joe's mama. Chip and Joe were not there, but I did get to meet her mom. She was so precious. So we did get to do that. And then, of course, their place is amazing. Waco's a cute town. Just gorgeous. The type of town I love. But Austin, I don't have no desire to go back to Austin again. It was so bad. Can y'all see, like, I'm sweating? I'm red, y'all. I'm flushed. It is hot in here. So it was super bad. Yes, Austin. You know what, though? We went to Anaheim, and I thought Austin was, and of course we were by the LA. Sorry, my phone rang. And we went by the Astrodome there. Actually, I was at the Astrodome, and I don't think it was nowhere near as dirty as this. It was awful. It was so bad. I am absolutely shocked how bad it was. So, I don't know what they're going to be able to do about it. I don't know how good they're going to ring it in. It's happened about, I guess they decriminalized it about 3 months ago, and literally nobody bothers them. Nobody says anything to them. Nobody does anything. And you know that the restaurant people have to be ticked off. We went and had these amazing burgers one night at a place called the Burger Bar. And, Danny's at the Lockham Dad's at the bar, and the lady at the counter had to tell the homeless man to leave him alone, you know, and it was that bad. And so it's just like, oh my gosh. And it's in it's not like it's in just one little part of town. It's all over there. So it was really weird. Like one lady, oh my gosh, she looked horrible. We went into a donut shop, and she was sitting outside. Literally, she was sitting on the sidewalk with her back up against a truck parked on the street. She had her dog with her, sitting on the sidewalk, her feet facing the building. Y'all, Log Home Mom gets dirty feet, but these feet were black. I don't think she owns a pair of shoes. And she looked like she's been shooting. I mean, she just had marks all over her, real thin, face was all broke out. You know, part of me felt so bad, but like, we go to walk in and my daughter has a shirt on, it's got flowers all over it. And she looks at my daughter and she goes, I love that shirt. I'm a florist. And, you know, it is just so, like, it makes you really think. I'm sure she was. She probably was a florist at one time. And now she's sitting there wanting money from people with her little cardboard sign and, you know, sitting there as you go into the donut shop. And it doesn't look like she's, I'm sure she's not eating because it looks like she's doing other things with her money. But it was just really sad to watch. And I obviously don't know the answer to it, but I just think we're making it way too easy. It was really sad to watch and to see some of the people. And Log Home Dad, there was one man, he was a African-American man, and he came up behind us, but he was blind, and he was obviously blind. And I don't know if he was homeless, but he looked definitely like he might have been. And he was crossing the street, and he had his thing, and he heard us. He said, sorry, the phone rang again. He said, would you help me across the street? And so Danny, Log Home Dad, took his hand and helped him across the street, made sure he got to the other side and pointed in the right direction. And he thanked him. The man thanked him, and we went in to get some tacos at the little corner. And I look around, and Log Home Dad's not there. He's out giving him money. The guy didn't ask, though. I mean, I think God laid it on his heart, and he went out there and gave him some money. But that's the type of people, you know, we like to help. And so it was very humbling to see some of the situations, because I'm sure there's, you know, legitimate situations, but gosh, there's got to be some way to help people to get them back on their feet. We've done a lot of work in Haiti with a organization called CORE, K-O-R-E. You can look it up. So after the hurricanes, you know, everybody's sending money. Everybody's sending stuff down. And this was way back, like what, now it's been like 8 years or something. And even our church put together a big container, like a shipping container, huge, full of stuff. You know, food, water, clothes, you name it. And so Log Home Dad went down there on a mission trip. It wasn't safe for us to go. And when they get there, they go to get the shipping container. The church went to get the shipping container, and the government wanted, now they paid to ship it down there. The government wanted like $4,000 to release it. It was like ridiculous. Well, we don't have that money. The government wouldn't release it. So CORE, I guess, worked with them later and made sure it got released. But that's how corrupt the government is. So the money doesn't get seen down there, is my point. So people think they're doing great things. They send millions of dollars to these countries. Well, the government ends up keeping it. So anyway, when the whole idea of CORE is what they do is they provide chicken coops for families. And you have to have qualifications to get it. It's just, they don't just look at you and go, I'm giving you a chicken coop. You have to be recommended. You have to be good standing in the community, So they can make more money in like a week, I think, than they can make a whole year with a chicken coop. So CORE gives them the chicken coop. And I think the value is like $2,000 or $4,000. Volunteers, like Log Home Dad, goes down there, puts them together. He put together a few chicken coops while I was there. And, They can then raise chickens, they can raise eggs. However, it's usually the chickens because that's how they make money. And CORE's even brought a processing plant down there for them. So they have like 2 years to pay it back. They have to pay it back, small increments. Once they pay it back, that money then is used to do another coop for another family. So CORE's motto is a way out, not a handout. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. So Log Home Dad was there and he was doing a videotape. They made him some beans, big pot beans. There was a lot of people there, kids there. And in Haiti, daddies eat first because they need energy to go work. So, you know, that's kind of not how it is in America. We always make sure my babies get fed first, right? You know, I mean, that's how it was when my little one, when my oldest was little, we always made sure she had food and whatever's left over we ate. I mean, we had some tough times. But that's how we think here. And so Lachlan Dabb's filming them, and of course it's kind of mayhem. He ended up turning the camera off. There was a little 3-year-old girl that didn't get any food at all, and he said that was hard to watch, real hard to watch. So, we do things a lot different, but we tend to give people a handout instead of a way out. And I think there's got to be a way to give people here in America a way out, but they got to want a way out too. And I think that's probably a lot of difference here too. So I don't know, but it was really eye-opening to see such a huge influx of homelessness. And it wasn't just the homelessness though, it's just how dirty they are. Everything was filthy. And so there's got to be a way to give a way out. And if they want it, I don't know. I don't know. So you couldn't get close enough to talk to anybody because they were all just in your, they were in your face and everything. So it was really, really weird. But we're back. And so I don't think I'll be going to Austin anytime soon. But let me tell you, so, they're not allowed around the Capitol building. So the Capitol building is pristine. It's gorgeous. It is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen in my life. And you can go in there. So we went in yesterday because we were looking for little man a cowboy hat. And so we go in, and you really can just walk around anywhere you want. There's no ropes. There's no nothing. It's really weird. And it's big like the White House. So, it's huge. It's amazing. And you can just wander around. There's nobody taking you on tours. You just go and wander. And, but it was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And, and just things like that. So the scooters aren't allowed on the property. Homelessness aren't allowed on the property. But then we got this beautiful memorial. And it was a memorial for all the peace officers in Texas history. I found a date going back to 1871. And so it had names all over it and the date they died and stuff. And I think the date they died, I think it was the date they died. So it was beautiful. And it had this big, beautiful statue in the middle. There's these 2 teenage girls. And it looks like maybe their brother or somebody, because he looked a little older, and then maybe one of their mamas with them. They are posing sexy on this memorial, y'all. Like they're all squatted down with their hands in their mouths and stuff and posing sexy. And I'm like, it's a memorial, you guys. It's a memorial. It's beautiful. So there's where part of our disconnect is on our youth. But yeah, that was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, but that if you ever do go to Austin, please go to the Capitol building and go see the bats. That's the best things about Austin, Capitol building and the bats. So bats were amazing. That was fun. But I'm glad we're back. It's been, but look at me. I'm sweating. I'm flushed. My hair is already out to here. It was hot there, but the humidity wasn't what it is here. So, I didn't sweat at all. I didn't have sweat running down my back or anything at all there. But we were so busy. We were busy from like sun up to sundown. There was one night we didn't get back until like 1. One morning we had to be up at 4:30. We had to leave by 5:15, I think. One morning we left a little later, and it took us an hour to get there. So it was incredible. Like it was just, and we were only like 16 miles away. It was crazy. We were just north of the actual city center of Austin. So trying to think of anything else. It was it was an amazing time to be able to go. And of course we learned a lot with Cincy. But yeah, Austin's not where I want to go back. So next year, y'all, our convention is in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we are going to be there during some festival. So that should be fun. So I'm hoping Utah, Salt Lake City is way better than Austin. We'll see. I heard it's really nice. So we'll see what happens. Turn y'all around. No, my daughter didn't come yesterday and check the chickens. So I'm sure I have eggs up the wahoo. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs today. I don't think she came. I think she came Saturday evening, but then she didn't. And she won't do a video usually. I got 2 out of her this week. Less than a minute because Mr. Mosley's all over her. And so she sits outside and talks. And Mr. Mosley won't leave her alone. I'm trying not to let these fall. And I'm fixing to go, she didn't take any eggs with her, I don't think. So I'm fixing to go put a bunch of eggs and not boil them, but cook them in my Ninja. Because you can cook them in 8 minutes and the shells slide off. You pressure cook them. It's incredible. So I'm going to give these babies some worms in here. I've already fed them out there. I was so busy with stuff, I wanted to go ahead and feed them. Give them plenty of time to eat it, and obviously they did. It's gone. So I'm going to give them some worms, and then I'm going to get busy. I got to get back inside. I got laundry. I've got somebody coming to repair the ice maker today. I've got so much to do. I guess I'm going to have to go out there and give them some because they ain't coming in here. They don't notice. It's just sprinkling now. It was becoming a nice downpour a little bit ago. Log Home Dad had someone come mow the yard, but they didn't get near my chicken coop, so I don't know what that's all about. So I'm going to give them some worms. Miss Rose, as soon as she heard my voice, she was all over. She was so excited. There's Mr. Mosley Stinky Butt. Fluffy Butt Head. Little brat. So I had to whack him a couple times. You feel the same way about Dallas? Yes, they are. They missed us. I think they did anyway. Anna had to be on her own because Mr. Mosley wouldn't let her anywhere near. So she literally had to come in with the shovel, open up the thing, let them out, and get out before he got to her. So he's a little brat. I think I'm going to have to start releasing him in the yard and seeing what happens. See if it either changes him or what happens. But I think he's going to have to start going outside. We shall see. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to get inside and get my laundry done. And I got dishes. I got so much to do. But I'll be right back here tomorrow. And I'm sure we'll discuss some more of the trip. Maybe I'll even have some things to show you that we got and all. All right. Well, I love you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow right back here. Bye, y'all.